Hi everyone, I am so excited. I've come up with this idea. Obviously originally I'm tipping it's not mine, someone's done it somewhere, but this is my idea, what's in these packages, what I put in them, what I choose to put in them, and I'm happy as a pig in the proverbial poop because I've made these and they've come up really well, and I want to showcase them. And as you can tell by my voice, I'm really excited about it. So I haven't seen it done before, but you know, hey, everything started somewhere. It's just different ideas that make things. So these will be available in my Etsy shop in the next day or so. And I will probably intend to make more, but I just wanted to make these first 5 to see how I went and to see what people thought and the reactions. So from Instagram, I'm getting pretty good reactions. So let's see how we go. I'll go through each one so you can see what's in them. Okay, the whole idea, this is Lady Violet Brown, is to make a journal with what's in here, or a scrapbooking page, or take them out and put them in your journal. This envelope, as you can tell, is usable in a journal. Now this one is Violet Brown. She's born in England. She is moving around the world. And this is 1925 and she is number 85. So I've written on the envelope and it's all stamped and whatever. Now in each one I've got a story. And this one says, Lady Violet Brown, born in England, she is a journalist and a writer, moving all around the world looking for stories. All right, so that's just pinned on the top of the envelope. So you can continue the story with Lady Violet Brown, or actually I must say as well, all these names are fictional. I've pulled them out of a hat, so hopefully they don't offend anybody or nobody knows anybody with that name, but they're all from my imagination. So you can do what you want. Now in here I will show you, each one has virtually the same bits and pieces. Oh, pardon me. This is Miss Lady Violet Brown. She's one of Tim Holtz's dolls. Right, each packet has 2 of these. They've got documents written on it. And in here you'll find bits of tags, maps, wallpaper, tickets, anything that she would have used or would like to use or you can use to build the story. This could have been her friend, this could have been a journalist. She's got tags, Africa, and don't know where that one is, but they're tags, so they're usable. She's got a little file folder with travel. She went to elocution lessons. She's got a ticket. This is a story that she's reporting on, or that she's written and reported. She's got a coupon book ticket. This is her mother. She's got some music paper from a music show she went to. A status, a postcard where she can write back home. A key to somebody's heart. She's got pieces of old map paper. She's got an airmail envelope. She's got a little pocket to put bits in, a tag, some note paper. This is her, don't know, I can't read it, it's too small, but it's something. Now this is her scientists around the world. That's what she's done a journal piece on. Another ticket, a Bon Voyage tag, and a tag that says Home Sweet Home for when she misses home. And in here's her air ticket and her Siemens Devon pure wool fabrics where she got her dresses from. Another ticket where she caught the bus. In this little bag she's got stamps, tickets, stamps for her letters home and all her bits and pieces. And she's got her mother was an invalid and it was how to look after her mother, so she's kept that as a memory. So that's her little kit. Now like I said, you can expand on that. You can do whatever you choose to do with it, but I thought it was a great idea. It's given you some thought. You can add to it. Of course, nothing wants to go back in, does it? You can use this for something that you're currently doing. You can make a page out of it, a scrapbooking page. I don't care what you do with it, but this is, oh, for God's sake, this is my story and this is what I've done. And so now attach that to the top of the envelope, so her story is up there, and I'll put Lady Violet Brown back in. So the next one is Mr. and Mrs. Lawson. Mr. Lawson is a tailor and Mrs. Lawson is a seamstress. They are off to India buying materials for their new business in 1970. Okay, so let's get this out. Now the story goes. Newlyweds Mr. and Mrs. Lawson, they are off to India to buy materials for their business. They are a tailor and a seamstress starting a new business in New York City. So that's their story. So this is Mr. and Mrs. Lawson. Now, they've got their book for bookkeeping. They've got a map of New York City in their envelope. They've got some pieces of material and notes, so that's the material. There's sample packs. They've got some note paper. They've got a ruler, note paper, a disc, some map. They've got tickets. These tickets are sticky ones as well. They've got keep out window drafts and all of that for their office, so they can find out how to keep their office waterproof. They've got more tickets in here. Paulson's departure only, that's their bus tickets and their tickets to New York. They've got receipts, Mr. and Mrs. Do Not Disturb. This here, the Unchained Melody. This is the music that they had at their wedding. So they've kept that as a memento. They've got an airmail ticket. They've got a train ticket. This is where they've been. So they've got some mementos. Postal telegraph. That's a telegraphs they got for when they were married. Their order forms for their books. 10 cents regular price. So the butternick patterns. So that will help her as a seamstress. This is their family they've left behind. Mrs. Lawson remembers to put things up to remind Mr. Lawson what to do. This is their love thing, what they fill in for love. Dressmaking journal card with some beautiful material that she might want to buy. In here is a picture of Mr. Lawson's car. They've got tickets, stamps, and all sorts in this little envelope that they use when they travel. So that's their story. I didn't say what number they were. Oops, they were number 63. So I will definitely be making some more. I might do some immigrants or some lost and founds, or I don't know, whatever. I've been thinking and planning this now for over a week, and for me, I've kept it a secret, which is usually unbelievable because I can't keep a secret. Okay, I'll put all that one over there. I can't be bothered ramming it in. I'll do it after. Okay, the next one is Mr. Silt Jones. Mr. Jones is looking for his wife in the USA in 1964, and he's number 59. So, Mr. Silt Jones, he is a doctor from Chicago and is looking for his wife. She's been missing for about 6 months. Was she kidnapped? Who knows? He's going to find out. So, Mr. Silt Jones is on the lookout for his wife. This is Mr. Silt Jones with his dog. He's got his suitcases packed. He's going to be checking all the streets and writing them down. Notes. This is a photo of his daughter. This is references for him. I must say these are all from the old design shop online. Some just graph paper so he can write his notes. This is a younger version of his wife. He's been to Rome, Lisbon, Dubai, Tokyo and Amsterdam. This is a photo of his children at home that he left behind. He's going to, he's bought some clothes because he's been away for so long. He's been to Africa. He is a bird watcher, so he's been looking at some birds. So a character reap a destiny. That's something that he thinks is quite familiar and he likes that saying. This is managing money. So this is all about him managing money while he's away. This is a photo of his wife. They live in a country estate. Airmail to write home. This is a photo of his parents. This is a card to write on. And in his documents, he's got tickets and and more documents, more tickets. He's got a certificate of promotion and he's got a map. Now, he carries this around if people want to check his credentials and take the scenic route, which he's trying to do, but he's still looking for his wife. Oh, what's that one say? Be true. So he's having a bit of a holiday as well as looking for his wife. In here is a photo of a car that he's used, a check ticket, some stamps, some more photos of his wife, and a younger one of him when he was younger. So that's his story. So you can tell me if he finds his wife, or does he find another love, or has something happened to her? I don't know. That's how the story goes. You've got to finish it. You've got to make it up. I've given you the beginnings. You need to make the endings. Very handsome young man he is. Oops, what? Oh, goodness me. Yeah, so you've got to find out the ending of the story. Like I said, these are just for imagination, fun. Okay, the next one is Rue and Karen. Rue and Karen are runaways going to Italy in 1966 and their number is 47. Rue and Karen, runaways going to Italy. They are loving life. Are their parents looking for them? Who knows? Rue and Karen. Let's have a look in here. All right, they've got a map so they know where to go. We've got to find Rue and Karen. Where are they? Ah, this is Rue and Karen. Right, they've got some bits of circles. Sorry for the dogs barking. They've got moments, memories to write down. This is their grandmother's photo. This is their tickets. That's their one of them's little brother. They've got some fun kind of journal cards to write on and keep track and record of things because they both love writing. We've got some children's pages because they like their little funny children's things and riddles. Some funny pages. They've got an airmail letter, always to write home. They've got a soap. They've been to a soap place. And grammar and composition. That's their school book. This is a photo of their little brother or little sister playing at the beach with a little puppy dog they've left behind. They don't seem to mind though. They're still happy. And this is one of their mothers. Some more little book pages for them to play with. This is their brothers that they've left. And this is, oh, there's a little tag. And this is one of them when they were little. I bought some mementos from home. And this is here, home treatments for minor ailments. One of them got sick, so they've got to learn how to look after themselves. Their documents, they've got tickets and all different bits in their envelopes. And this one, they've got flowers and bits and pieces that make them happy. And they've got 10 things I love about everyday life they'd like to tell you about. So they're having a good time. I don't know if their parents are looking for them, maybe not. I don't know how old they are. They can be as old as you want them to be. So there they are, Rue and Karen. And I will, oh yes, and they've got the little envelope too. It's got all little tickets, it's got material, it's got hair ribbons, it's got all sorts in there, stamps to put on envelopes, all kinds in their little envelope. So I'll put their story back on. So yes, that is Rue and Karen. And last of all, we've got Mrs. Todd and Zoe and Mrs. Zate and B. These ladies come from England, widowed mums with their children in 1936, and they are number 38. Mrs. Todd and Mrs. Zate, they lived in Liverpool in England, and their husbands were killed in a dock accident. They are going to start a new life in an unknown country. They have 2 children, Zoe and B. They are all best of friends. So this is their story. We'll see what's in here. This is them. This is Mrs. Todd and Mrs. Zate with Zoe and B. Now you can choose which is which. I don't mind. That's your story. One of them is a sewing lady. So here we have a sewing tag. This is one of their grandparents. They've got a memorandum note from work. There's an envelope they can use to write home. This was a story of their friends that worked on the docks. Some map to find their way around. They can tell you their story and their adventures await. They've got some beautiful note paper to write on. They've also got going to school. So they've had to get the girls into a new school. Here, of course, wherever they're travelling. Just some pretty note papers to write on. Their boarding passes. Some more map to find a way around town. This is one of the girls' grandparents or the lady's mother. We've been to buy some lanolin for their hands. They've had a receipt when they got some money sent to them. This is the other grandmother. They've got some newspaper. This little bird reminds them of the thing. They've got some beautiful of the docks. There was a bird down at the docks. Got some beautiful tissue paper with a number on it. Now this is all about home economy. You're well warm to keep warm because they're in a cold climate and they need to sort their winter problems, their heating problems, and the airmail. This here is about a job and the specimens of the girls' handwriting at school. These are the old design shop online. This is their stern father or grandfather. We've got another children's book piece. We have boarding passes. We have a letter with some beautiful flowers on the back that they can write on. And some more, these show all the different places in town where they can buy things and where to go. And some flowers. In here we have a little envelope with bits and pieces in it. It's a little handmade envelope. We've got their 2 document holders, which is school year reports for the girls. And on this one it's more tickets. And of course they've got their little envelope as well with bits and pieces and tickets and passes and stamps when they want to write home to their family. So that's all in this little envelope. So there you go. You have Mrs. Todd and Zoe and you have Mrs. Zate and B. So now you can continue their story. So like I said, I'm not sure whether this has been done before. This is, if it has, well, it has, but this is my version. And like I said, these will be sold on the Etsy shop. Something I've done, tried and tested, and I'm loving it. And if you do buy one, I would love to see what you've done with it or how you used it. So make sure you tag me or whatever. so I can see your story or your page. Like I said, these envelopes can all be used in the journals, the envelopes. When you've finished with them or you want to do something with them, they can all be used. This one's really annoying me. Mr. and Mrs. Lawson, you're crapping me. I think it's that stupid piece of material, but never mind. Yeah, so they're all different stories. Like I said, it's my imagination and it's been running around in my head for weeks. So I've spent the last week or so putting these all together. And they've got numbers and, you know, just playing around. You know what I'm like. I like new ideas and funny bits and pieces. I hate to be stale and boring. So that's it. I will probably make some more, but what they turn out like, I don't know. So that's it. I'll finish rambling, showing you. They'll be on my Etsy shop, if not today, tomorrow. Courtney works the Etsy shop. She puts everything up and does all the I pack all the parcels up, but she does all the listing because I'm stupid on stuff like that. I've just learned to put the video up. So yeah, so have a great weekend, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on these because these are really exciting me. I love them. I think they're fantastic. So thank you. See ya.